come to California, they said. Great weather, they said. Wearing 2 jackets. Must be like 67 degrees right now. What's going on, guys? Dr. Jabal, MedSchoolInsiders.com. Starting a YouTube channel was one of the best decisions I've made in a very long time. And in this video, I'm going to tell you exactly why. So let's start with 2 stories. First, starting a YouTube channel allowed me to move to Las Vegas earlier this year with my good friend to really follow my lifelong dream of being a Chippendales dancer. And speaking of Vegas, I actually ran into a couple of you guys, actually some UC Riverside med students, outside of the XS nightclub. And then like this crazy adventure ensued, and we saw the Chainsmokers for free, had an epic night, ran into some other people. It was just awesome. So other than becoming a male dancer and getting these free Chainsmoker tickets, why else is being a YouTuber beneficial? I got 4 reasons for you. First, it's a force multiplier for businesses. So Med School Insiders, for example, much more than just a YouTube channel. We've got the services that we offer, we've got the courses, we have the entire website, the blog that we're maintaining and keeping active, all these different things, much more than just YouTube. But it was because of YouTube that we were able to get this jump start and really start moving. Now we have the momentum. So Google ranks us pretty highly. We also spend money on Google Ads. We have word of mouth, and we get a lot of people purchasing Med School Insider services because of the strong word of mouth. So it's not like YouTube is the only reason that we have Med School Insiders, but it's definitely accelerated and provided us so much more momentum with that whole business. Another example would be MEM, which is the 3rd formal business that I'm starting. And this is a learning tool, and we're starting off with the MCAT, helping students memorize information way more effectively for the MCAT. And same thing applies. So because of YouTube, I have a very direct form of communication with my audience who, by large part are pre-meds or med students where the MCAT would be relevant. So rather than having to focus on these other marketing avenues, I can really turn to YouTube and get a boost. This actually saves me hundreds or thousands of dollars, because normally what you would do if you don't have an audience is you would need to try Google Ads, you need to reach out to various groups, and that takes money. So by having YouTube, I have a very direct form of communication with my target audience. And now with any other businesses that I do choose to pursue, I already have an avenue where possible collaborators or business partners, they can see what I'm about, the previous things I've worked on. They'll get a better idea of who I am beyond just me speaking to them one-on-one. There's actually like this library of videos and experiences that I'm sharing publicly. Same thing with the podcast that I promise are still recording. We just haven't edited or released it yet. But yes, Jason Ho and I are recording podcasts regularly, and it's gonna be awesome once we finally edit it and put it out to the public. Number 2, YouTube has taught me so many new skills. So in college, I majored in neuroscience, and then I went to med school, and then I went to plastic surgery residency. And I didn't have any formal training in marketing or video editing or things like that. But by doing YouTube, you don't have to be a pro at any of those things. You start at, ground zero, day 1. And if you look at previous videos and even some current videos, there's a lot of room for improvement, and that's totally fine. At the end of the day, the goal isn't to be the next MKBHD. It's simply to learn, to improve, and be better than I was yesterday. So that can be understanding business fundamentals and the legal aspect of things, or it can be marketing, or it can be video production, and there's like so many different things that you will learn just from starting a YouTube channel. Number 3, you meet amazing people. When I went to Manila in the Philippines, I met up with Doc Ora and her boyfriend Noe. Amazing people, had an awesome time. We were just getting lunch, and then it, transformed into this adventure where they gave us a tour of Manila, and I'm in contact with them. I'm in regular contact with them, and then they come to the States, and it's just like, you're making these really awesome connections and relationships through YouTube. If it wasn't for YouTube, I would have never met them. And there are a lot of other awesome people that I've met. So I went to New York earlier this year, met up with Jane and JD, met up with Daniel Choi, also known as SpineDocNY on Instagram, met up with Aaron Hayes. There's just so many cool, awesome people in this medical YouTube, Instagram space. And finally, number 4, it opens up a lot of new opportunities. On the business side, it's pretty awesome. I get people reaching out to me daily, weekly, very regularly with various business proposals and opportunities. And unfortunately, I have to turn down most of them at this point. I'm working on Med School Insiders and MEM. But in the future, as I do free up more time and do want to take on new projects, then it's awesome that I can dip into this pool. Or if I do want to recruit someone for one of my new projects, it's going to be much easier to do so when I already have this reach. And on the personal side, again, a lot more opportunities. So I've traveled way more in the last year than I have in like the last 10. I've gone on way more adventures. I've been way more spontaneous. I feel like I've been living life to the fullest. And YouTube wasn't necessarily the catalyst that got me into entrepreneurship. That was actually BlueLink, a biomedical incubator that really catalyzed my love for entrepreneurship. But YouTube was the one that really got me to dive deep and see entrepreneurship as this viable form long term. And now I'm at the point where, I mean, people always ask me, hey, Kevin, are you gonna go back to residency? I mean, you gotta go back to residency. It's just like, it was such a waste. No, man, I don't feel like it was a waste at all. I'm doing what I love, and I can't imagine myself ever working for someone else in the future. All right, so the last point I wanna make is, should you start a YouTube channel? First of all, I do not think that everyone should go start a YouTube channel or try to be an Instagram influencer by any means. If you think it's gonna be easy, you're in for a rude awakening and probably not a good fit for you. If you're doing it for money, probably not a good fit for you because it takes a long time until you start making meaningful money. And if you wanna be famous, probably not a good fit for you because the chances of you becoming famous, while possible, very, very small. On the other hand, if you think it's gonna be fun, or you think that at the very least you're gonna learn in the process of starting a YouTube channel, regardless of whether or not it's successful, then I think starting a YouTube channel or becoming an Instagram influencer is gonna be very beneficial and overall a positive experience in your life. And you ultimately get to decide exactly what you wanna make of it. So Med School Insiders is a very disciplined, business focused, let's provide value to students, videos every Saturday at 8 a.m., haven't missed an upload in a year and a half. This channel, on the other hand, this one is just fun. This is, I think the last time I posted a video was 1 or 2 months ago. It's really less about trying to run a business and more about trying to have fun and express and try new things and be creative and just enjoy the process. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Much love to you all, and I will see you guys in that next one.